died for a second there. Let me.
Yeah.
Pull
We noticed.
Is the stream
Oh,
still
like-
going?
No,
It tapped
oh,
out.
there it goes. It looks
No.
like okay, it's back.
Okay. All
Listen,
that
if
happened
it-
was I got the heart.
Listen,
Okay.
if it makes you feel any better, Moogie,
Yeah.
the exact same thing happened 15 minutes into my Hollow Knight stream.
It happens.
It
Like
happens.
today.
Yeah. Oh, that guy only took 3 hits. But yeah, what I was saying before I died was that, like, I find it amusing that, like, when Zephyr plays his own games, he gets annoyed by the same things that we do.
All according to past Zephyr's Keikaku.
God, there's a bunch
I think
Man,
I think a lot of people
man, future me's gonna hate this.
like, well, like, so you have a thing. So you're making a thing, and you have like some part of the game that's made a certain way, and you're like, I don't know if I like that anymore. Like you see it at first, and you're like, oh, this is cool, it's working, and then you go later and like, this isn't as cool.
Right.
But then
Sometimes you have to
you're
come back
also
to it.
working on like 50,000 different things in the game. So it's like, well, when do I get to that? So, like, what's the most important thing to work on? Like on the here and now type of thing. So,
Yeah, because, like, you made this ridiculously huge game by yourself, so...
right. I mean, you know,
that, like,
most of the art.
That doesn't fully excuse, like, issues with it, but it makes it more understandable.
No.
How they, like, slip through.
Yeah,
Zephyr
but most
Bird?
things can be explained, you know, of like.
Zephyr
this is
Bird
just
or
why.
Nobunaga Oda's ambition? You be the judge.
So I ran into a beam. It was great.
I saw. We all did.
You
We're
almost had
all
that.
watching you
I know.
consistently,
Oh, that was,
all
a good,
the time.
Okay.
that was a good B kill.
I need to kill all
You
the
did
bees
do it.
before I go up
You
there.
you did do a good B bump.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, this is one thing that, like, Raocow mentions in his playthroughs a lot, but, like, when you're playing a game, like, sometimes it gets, like, tempting to just, like, state what happened on screen even though everybody can already see it. And it
Yeah.
doesn't make for good commentary, but it's, like, what you're just, like, naturally compelled to do for whatever reason.
Well, yeah, it's called filling the space.
yeah.
that's like 80% of my stream. I'm like, I'm gonna go this way as I'm going that
Yeah.
way.
It's the secret that bad streamers use to disguise their inadequacies. Doctors hate it.
And I'm gonna actually get this screen transition and then go back. Hey, when I get back on this screen,
the decoding progress barrier doors. The enemy of Neil's speedrun, probably.
So, when you come back on this screen, the static effect is still there.
Yeah,
Not sure if that's intentional or not.
it's based on the proximity to that other door down there.
Okay. Oh, to the other one. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think I made this possible.
Yeah,
I think I changed this.
You can bomb jump.
Yeah, it used to not be possible. Like, even like 2 updates ago. Whoa, that was a bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, you had it.
Oh, you had it too.
It's okay.
Oh, this is fun.
That was
this
an
is a fun
amazingly
stream.
weird bomb. What was going on? Physics. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
So using a bomb like right there causes weird things.
Oh, I
to
guess it's not
happen.
possible.
Might be possible with the stall. Let me try that.
Yeah, you have to. Okay.
I need to wait a little bit before.
This is.
I don't know why. I remember
don't think
jumping
so.
up here
Yeah,
really
let me try
easy.
one more time.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I think you need a.
Yeah, it looks like you
No,
need
you
something.
need a. You need a bounce. You need an enemy bounce.
Oh yeah, enemy bounce. That would work, but whatever.
That's weird. Did I jump up a Koopa or some shit?
Oh, you could lure a Koopa over there, probably.
You probably could. Well, they don't go
No,
up. They don't
there's
go up
no-
edges very well. They bounce back.
There's no way I'd lure him all the way over to the right side of the screen.
Maybe you bounce on a bee.
Yeah, you might have enemy bounced off a B. Because that you can do. I've seen people do that.
So, Zephyr, I appreciate you and all, but that's always a good start to a sentence, right?
Yeah.
I appreciate you and all.
But
Oh wow, good job, Moogie. Actually,
That
I
was
almost
good.
never get those two one after the other. All right, that's your limit of genuine praise for the evening. Anyways, fuck.
One thought at a time.
yeah.
No. No, just cram them all in. What could
One thought at
possibly
a
go
time.
wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Yes.
Wrong.
Whoa, okay, I'm gonna refresh the stream. It's not you, that's something to do with my browser being weird, or Twitch being weird.
Yeah.
There we go.
Twitch is always weird.
I want to be the
Twitch
Zelda
weird?
tiles.
Why, I never. You just gotta land like a pixel off the platform and then jump and then land on the other pixel of the other right of the platform. It's
This
easy.
is a map.
You have like a whole 2 frames.
So after this stream, I will
Yeah.
give out the link to the Shitty Stupid game. It does get better than the beginning, and it gets ass-load complicated.
Yeah, like you
It's-
mentioned, that it's actually
Wow.
harder than DT3.
For different reasons.
I'm gonna assume that means bad reasons.
For some bad reasons, yes. I don't know. That game is, once you figure out certain things in the game, it's like it's like all
RPG
execution.
Maker though.
No, it's like all execution, but like you can.
Listen,
I don't know if I want to say it's harder than DT3 because it's bullshit at times.
the only
Like I don't
thing-
count bullshit things as harder than things that are.
The
Right.
only action
Bullshit,
game
right?
I remember seeing in DT3 was something called no, not DT3. God damn it! The only action game I remember seeing in RPG Maker that was a platform. I think Raocow did a Let's Play on something called Luigi's Adventure, which was almost entirely in French. And
Sounds about
if
right.
if
Yeah.
I recall, the jump height that Luigi would do was dependent on what square you were standing on at the time, and it would vary wildly.
Oh no, and I know exact. So having used RPG Maker, I know exactly why that's happening. I know what they did to make that, and yeah.
So having trouble with this
Exactly.
screen, I'm surprised.
That's fine.
Did,
It's very simple, Moogie. You just have to do it perfect with no mistakes.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, this screen, it can be hard on the Achilles because it's very easy to get hit on these little platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, bees. Look, it's the simple things in video games that get us.
The bees.
Hey, if it didn't work for Nicolas Cage,
Oh man, I love it when Kefwit's here.
Oh yeah, he's referring to our old Donkey Kong Country Let's Plays where we made a bunch of jokes about bees, obviously.
oh no! You just had to run backward.
Like, and then you just got face smashed by that bee. Oh
Yeah.
man.
This screen is fun though. I like it.
Man, you guys have history and relationships, and all I have is a bunch of memers.
Yeah, like I've known Kevin for
Look, you
a long time.
I will become the man. I
have
will
people
do
in
it.
you have watchers that are people you know in the real IRL.
That is the true. That is a singular
Real
true.
Yeah, the real IRL. Yeah.
Keep making the same. Oh, that actually worked, huh?
Kevin asks,
When
are we going to make the embodiment of distorted failure?
Well, Kevin,
Whew.
what would we?
That was good.
What would I
That was
be
a good
failing to in that video?
Where we swap roles on classic video.
He's referring to the embodiment of Scarlet Failure video where he pretends to die against Remilia and I make fun of him. And it's like still a meme amongst the Toho community.
Okay.
I think I remember watching that.
Yeah, like Jamers linked my Nightmare playthrough to people and like, is that the Moogie from Shut Up Moogie? And that was the video.
Okay.
Damn.
Ah.
Man, I remember getting girlishly excited when Kefit showed up to one of my 1cc streams. I don't think he was at the one,
The one.
or if he was the one where I actually succeeded. Because at the end, it's still basic bitch TH6 normal mode, so...
You know those times when you're watching a friend play a video game and you just want to take the controller from them? I'm just kidding, Moogie. I'm just kidding.
I'm not playing too well right now. I'll admit that.
I did like that beginning B bomb though. That was. This is. Oh man, that beginning B bomb.
All right. So Zelda tiles versus the bees.
Bees, I'm finding to be a little bit harder than Zelda tiles.
All right, Quaff.
All right, so we finally got past those bees. And that bee. All right.
Quaff, I hope you end up watching this in the future in an archive, because now you're getting called out.
Might as well just ignore all the enemies at the end there, because they're still...
One of the things I wish I
could have done. Platformers are a little temporary. I feel like the first couple of platforms inside of that Bramble Tunnel you can just run off of.
You can.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them were designed that way, yeah.
You just gotta get the right line, right? Like, imagine if DT3 had, like, platforming based on lines. Just be,
oh god.
It'd be awful. So do I want to get this heart piece? Do I really want to get this heart piece on Achilles?
Do you need heart pieces?
I want to get 100%, but, you know, this heart piece is kind of
Listen, I've never understood that feel more than right now, and that reminded me of what I'm trying to talk about, Zephyr, because you're a great guy and all, but when I went to the cursed room in nightmare mode and beat it first try, and I saw that the chest was empty and nothing was there, I was like, that's right! You got those early! And that's it. That was the thing that I was trying to say like 30 minutes ago.
Nice.
I'm a good brain.
Kevin, I think it should be me fighting Wex. If we're gonna go there. I actually already have footage of me dying like when Wex has like no visible health left, so...
Laser Grid. Such a good map. Look, I love Laser Grid.
It's a lot better once you like told me what the red and blue stand for.
Okay, but do you prefer the new version of Laser Grid or the original plus healer version?
Oh god.
Either one, I can handle them both. But I prefer the not healer one though.
Oh. Zephyr's hashtag humble brags are very, very powerful right now. Also, Moogie, when you spawn those two doodle guys, just throw a bomb at them. The circle spinning field guys.
That would make sense, but you know, I'm not into making sense.
No, it's fine. Those guys, yeah.
I can do that while you do this. Oh.
That was close, but no.
That was practically there.
From the left side, just like up. Just send the bomb upward. It'll fall right into place.
For at least one of them.
Sup, Jerry? No? Okay.
What?
He's talking to Jerry in the game.
Oh yeah, no. The real life Jerry had walked by.
Zephyr, don't talk to ghosts on stream. Jesus.
Don't talk to ghosts.
So it occurs to me that I just come back here with double jump, so I'm gonna do that because you don't actually need the heart piece on Achilles.
It's almost like that's what he mentioned in the first place. That's fine though.
Oh, that bullet bill, that was good.
It was.
Zephyr has plenty of things designed for. Oh yeah, no, just straight there.
Just ran right into that bullet bill.
Oh man, I'm loving the like in-depth lore, the in-depth real-life fan canon lore that's being made for this video
right here
that we're dumb for liking. It's perfect. Very Subarashi.
Okay. No enemy spam DT3, he says.
So yeah, well, not without some exceptions.
Okay. That B that's like above the necessary bullet bill jump is ridiculous because he is primed to attack the moment he appears on screen. It's crazy. And there's another one. Another one.
I think he has a unique name.
Oh, does he? I'll have to look.
I think so. I'm gonna look right now. I have the editor open. I gotta see if I changed him or not. Because I remember, let's see. Oh, yeah, there. Yep, he does. Or I don't know if that's on you guys' version. It should be.
I'll find out.
Real life Jerry, ever costly as Alan Walker. Oh my god.
So as much as I feel like I would regret doing it, I kind of want to watch D. Gray Man just to further fuck up the convolution.
Oh no, like so we
in real lore.
We have it here. We've never watched it.
You've never watched it.
Still haven't watched it. We've been meaning to watch it for years.
Because Spacebar told me that show is garbage.
That's fine. The B right above you, he has a name.
It was Sudden B.
Sudden B, yeah. Because
so
he's just like out of nowhere, by the way.
That's so bad. I don't understand.
Oh, no.
That's great. Keep it up. Okay, if you alternate between D. Gray Man and Black Cat, you also have to insert some episodes of To Love Ru from there, and then you're basically watching softcore. Because Eve apparently exists in the To Love Ru cinematic universe. I can't believe I said those words without cracking a laugh.
Bye, Sudden B. You were sudden.
Like it was fans of DT that told me, they're like, oh yeah, you took these is Alan Walker, and I'm like, who's Alan Walker?
Like you literally just looked for a sprite that would master the DT gameplay, right?
Yeah,
Listen.
I was like, oh, this works really, really well. I knew it was from some anime fighting game, but that was it. Oh, that clutch jump.
So if it makes you feel any better, Zephyr, if it makes you feel any better at all, a friend of mine was playing through the entirety of the single-player mode of Jump Ultimate Stars, and at some point he just gave up referring to Alan Walker as Alan, and he just started calling him Jerry. And I'm like, yeah, his name's Jerry, fucker.
Some of my favorite parts of Raukow's Let's Play, or of all the games, is always when he calls him Alan, though.
It's fine.
Yeah, no, those are always fun.
That all according to plan, right, Zephyr?
So not really.
The fish appeared inside of Zelda Gate.
No, yeah, they do. I specifically remember the one being here in Magical Hills.
Yeah, it's like make a new fish enemy or use existing fish enemy. Use existing fish enemy.
I'm not actually sure that's the right way to go.
You gotta go the upper path.
Right.
So I'm just gonna tell you straight up, cowards will be punished.
Alright.
Yeah,
right.
one
if
day
I go to the
watch.
bottom right, I'll end up at the Magical Castle. We don't want to go there yet.
Not only that, you're not gonna be able to jump high enough to get there with your current setup.
Are you gonna have enough
Think
money to
so?
buy that second equipment slot early?
I haven't been buying any sort of defensive stuff, so...
Didn't you literally buy 2 pieces of equipment on stream?
No. I accidentally bought something and reloaded.
Oh. I forgot about that second part.
Yeah, because
You did it.
the button
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
can
Yeah,
fluctuate.
and, I have a bunch of excess skill points that I'm going to
The
use now,
sword
because I didn't
tabs
put anything in
have to
it.
be for normal people confirmed.
Alright, let's see what we got. Stun time.
Stun time is god tier.
Is very good. Ha!
Alright.
Ha ha!
That's good for now.
Ah!
Yeah, like, Achilles mode is fun for that reason, because you get to ignore all the defensive stuff, so you get kind of some excess internets and skill points to throw around.
Sure.
Until you hit max level and you're like, no, I need to fill all the holes. Everything must be golden. Else I'll never be able to live with myself. I didn't say that, you said that. Shut up.
Oh.
So, yeah, like, the first half of Castlevania is feels very Castlevania, but you get to the second half and it just turns into DT platforming. And you're not fine with that, but
Yeah.
it's noticeable after you've played the game once or twice.
Well, yeah, the issue is that Igavanias tend to have very, like...
Bad level
I don't want to
design.
say bad. I don't want to say bad platforming, but it's very there, and that's on purpose because the whole point of Igavanias is just be like, yeah, I'm killing the shit and cool music is playing. I'm a fucking badass. I should know. I've played through every Igavania except for Symphony, actually.
I love that you were about to jump on the fireball, but then you saved yourself with that hair whip bounce. That was super good.
So the thing about the Igavania is, like, more so than like not having platforming focus, they have very repetitive map design. Like they're just like copy-pasted rectangles forever, and that's obviously not something that Zephyr does. Every map is very unique in his games.
That is true. We got, god damn it.
It's pretty true.
Like fucking, what's it called? Blitz would jokingly refer to you as my YHVH, and it's like, shut up though. You made a video game. Shut up.
Yeah, I should have recolored the
on.
backgrounds, Kefit, or at least the enemies, or changed some contrasts, because I usually do that for later areas. Didn't with this. My bad.
So I thought I was playing as Jerry and tried to run under fireballs and it didn't work.
A+. Ah, yeah! Here, bounce off into the abyss. And by the abyss, I mean the cutoff where Zephyr decided the last 2 rows didn't need spriting. Is that accurate to NES Castlevania? I actually have never played NES Castlevania.
It's been a while since I played it.
Really? Get out of here, dude. No, you're good. You're good. You stay.
If you haven't played every game in DT3, you're not allowed to play it.
Yeah.
Shit. I guess we'll have to play Rayman 1.
Oh,
yeah?
That was close to that fireball. Whoa.
Rayman 1 is not a good game.
Uh-huh.
The Rayman Legends games, though.
Yeah, those are good. I like those.
Those are fun.
They have good music, too. Which is like
they do.
Not something expected from, you know, like a generic Ubisoft game.
Like, you say that, but it's fucking nuts considering how much recognition Rayman has, technically. Like, he was one of the few PS1 mascots that people actually look fondly upon.
Rayman's not from the PS1, though. The game was originally released for Jaguar.
Yeah.
I guess 2's the one everyone liked.
2 was not for PlayStation either. It was originally for N64. It got released on Dreamcast, PS2.
Huh. That one I didn't know.
Today we are learning.
I played a lot of Rayman 2 when I was younger. It's kind of a fun collectathon game, but it takes a long time to complete because you got like 1,000 things to collect, and it's a little too much. I mean, it's like not as ridiculous as Mario Odyssey, but it was still good. Like, you've got Zephyr over here, like, 100%ed Breath of the Wild, and even he thinks that Odyssey went too far.
I like that there's a lot of content in Odyssey, but like...
I find that patently insane, considering the Korok seeds seem very obviously designed to shame you for getting all of them.
You get a golden piece of shit if you get them all, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was a little fun, little cheeky thing that they did with that. I didn't mind that because like you get all the upgrades, like literally having half of the seeds. Like it was designed for you to not get them all. It was designed that you only need.
Yeah, it sounds like the Skulltula is
fine.
taken to an incredible extreme.
Yeah, and it's totally fine the way it's set up.
So I actually did like a sweet slide dodge on that guy.
That was real good.
That was the only time that slide has ever been useful.
That was like amazing.
That guy is actually pretty fun when he can't take any hits. Because, you know, when you can't take hits, you just kind of exist. Oh, right, you can't hit above you with the Clear's Hair Whip.
You exist or you don't. But so I like Odyssey. I've got I'm not gonna tell you how many stars I have, but I have about 850 of them. But anyway,
damn.
60 of those are bought because I was like, I wonder how long how long does this buying thing go? And I wasted all my money, my rupees, coins, whatever they are, on like 60 of them. And I'm like,
now.
And I was like, you know what? I'm not buying any more of these. Let's get all the real stars, and I have like 90 more of those to get.
So the way that
Jeremy,
you want me to explain how the buying stars works? Or?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so you can buy literally as many stars as you want, up to 999. And it's just like a way to avoid collecting them if you don't want to. There's only 880 distinct moons in the game, but if you just keep buying stuff, you can max out the counter at 999. It's honestly pretty weird and doesn't really make a lot of sense, but yeah,
it is really weird.
It's not like
so like. Yeah, it's not, and I thought there was gonna be a limit. I was like, oh, okay, they'll sell you like. At first, I was like, okay, they'll sell you like 10 extra or something per world. Or I was like, no, that's not it. Or maybe they sell you just 100. But I'm like, no, I don't feel like that's it anymore. So okay, that.
Yeah, it's just.
It makes even less sense.
Oh god, I got hit by a bone.
So.
But so the.
I'm thinking this through, and what you're saying is that we need to achieve 111% completion Super Mario Odyssey speedruns.
Basically.
Yes.
No. So but I like Odyssey, but...
Yeah, go ahead.
Who here was actually bothered by the fact that apparently you can buy the achievements in Automata? Something I literally did not know was a thing until I read...
Doesn't bother me because it doesn't interfere with my personal gameplay of the game. It's a single player game. If people want to waste money on that and give more money to developers, whatever. Like it does not get in the way of me.
Like I find it hilarious that some people find it like abusive of the developer to charge for achievements. And it's like, motherfucker.
That's fine. Like it doesn't. You can. It's one of those things because you can choose to ignore it entirely. Like it does not get in the way of the enjoyment of the game itself.
And like again, you don't actually pay for it with real money. You just buy it with money you can grind in game. So it's
okay.
It's the only game I have a platinum on because it was just so easy to buy everything I didn't have.
That's pretty great. Yeah, but so like I said, I don't mind the content of Mario Odyssey. I just wish, and I don't mind that there's a lot. I just wish the stars were a little more meaningful. And I don't mind that there's a couple throwaway stars, like like one or like 2 or so per world would be fine. Like oh, you go up on this little hill and there's a star there, whatever. Like that's fine. But there's like 20 plus on each of them that are just like, I went down the different path and there's a star, like it's like, oh, let me look on this little piece of hill here. There's a star there. Let me wipe my butt. There's a star there. Let me wipe it a little further. Oh, there's another star there. Like, how I would have never seen that if I wouldn't have wiped my butt twice. Like, it's that. Like, it's almost literally that.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like, when
I would have preferred
it
to be more...
Doesn't each moon have its own unique, like, title associated with it?
Oh, yeah. See, I would prefer that it would have been more like Mario 64 where they meant more.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't need to do, like, the Mario 64 style, but, yeah.
Like, when I started the game, I was like, I was excited because, like, it didn't kick you out of the game after each moon, but... Like, by the end of it, I actually kind of appreciated, like, Mario 64 and Sunshine. Like, every moon is, like, this very distinct challenge from one another. And, like, if you find to do something with that, just, like, don't kick you out of the level after it.
I find it hilarious you guys are constantly screwing up moons and,
I call them stars. Like, they're to me, they're stars. Mario will always be stars. Was it Chill Guy? Somebody else called them bananas on my stream, so sometimes I call them bananas.
Your influence is very powerful.
So this room is
almost there.
Jeez.
Oh, I remember thinking multiple times, how are you supposed to no hit through this room?
You just gotta
it was LP, yeah. LP called them bananas. Yeah. So like the reason I have so many is that sometimes like I'll come home from work and Jeremy will be playing, and I'll just grab my Switch, go portable mode, and like we'll play alongside each other and just like try to grab stars together, which is fun.
Odd piece of trivia. When you called Lost Property LP, I twitched a little because both my older brother and one of my cousins both go by that nickname in real life.
LP?
It's fucking bizarre.
Yeah, a lot of people have been calling him LP for short, so I just picked up on that. And
no, it's
looked
fine.
Like he didn't mind it. So
it's just a personal thing on my end that's stupid and I shouldn't have even paid attention to, but I did. Because apparently I'm obsessive as fuck about shit that don't matter.
Alright. But so Mario Odyssey, like, it plays like a 3D Mario game, and it's fun to just get around. But like, Mario games aren't fun to explore in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, they're fun for platforming and like challenges and stuff like that. So it's not. Choke City it is, but so it's not like necessarily fun to be like, oh man, like where's this little thing in some hidden corner? But like getting the seeds in Breath of the Wild, like that game's whole thing is exploration, and it's fun to go and like, to me, like it was fun. It's fun to move around and try to figure out like, oh, how do I get up there, or like, do I want to go there, and what's over here? Like, it was fun to do that. The game was built around finding stuff.
So in other words, 3D World 2 Electric Boogaloo has to happen now.
So yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I am a master at reducing points to some stupid bullshit or another. Moogie to the left. I think there's a thing. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Pass Moogie is on top of that.
So yeah, like,
Nice.
to illustrate like how I feel about that, like everybody loves New Donk City, right? That's my least favorite part of the game. I hated it because it doesn't feel like a video game level. It just feels like a big city to wander around in, and that's not what I want to play in Mario.
Right. I didn't mind New Donk City. I like
Well,
that was the one
hate is
level
a strong
where.
word, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying though. Like, I didn't mind it because like that's where the game felt like it was embracing the exploration aspect, so I didn't really mind too much moving around there, and it was fun trying to like go, oh, how am I gonna get up on this building and stuff like that. Like, I didn't mind that.
Like, my favorite parts of the game are like definitely like Bowser's Castle and everything past that, because it's like, you know,
Oh yeah, that was
most,
great.
most traditional video game-esque challenges. It's like, okay, this is a Mario game. And that's what I wanted out of Odyssey to begin with, really.
You might want to try out like Dark Side of the Moon. You have to get through the damn boss rush thing, which shouldn't be too hard. The bosses are pretty cake, but then it opens up.
Oh, really? Mario bosses?
Oh,
Easy.
There's actually stuff past the bosses. I saw it was a boss where it's like, okay, fuck this, I don't want to do this. But
Yeah,
there's
so
stuff past
you
it.
fight the. So you fight the four Broadlings, and then you fight their mecha thing that you fought in the Bowser stage,
Right.
and then
Spoilers
that's
for
all you gotta
someone
do.
who hasn't played it. I only own a Switch. Oh no.
And then so you just but it opens up a few levels there that you can do, and they're
There's a
actually
boss
fun.
rush, and you do it, and it's long, and you beat the thing. Holy shit! You just jump through those with like
that was a
pixel
pretty
perfect
pro.
timing.
There was some I want to be the guy stuff there.
I don't
That
play
was
fan
some
games
shit.
for nothing. Oh,
Yeah,
God,
that was
I
good.
didn't see that skeleton though.
It was as Moogie Kevin said earlier.
Doesn't the fucking title warn you about this gap in particular?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, no, doesn't the title for this particular screen be all like, you're gonna love this gap?
Oh.
I
Maybe.
remember that.
Yeah.
For some
Fuck with
reason,
that.
specifically. And it's not because of anything stupid like it appearing on the bottom of the screen or anything.
Oh, got you anyway.
Go
Be
in real
dumb.
quick.
I'd like to ask you a question. Oh,
Okay, I want
those
to
little
take
cheeky guys. Oh, okay. So,
So
when you approach the bone
Yeah.
dude on the bottom, throw one axe at him, one knife at him. Fucking axe guys. Since it's a free action, and you'll be able to get him in 3 hits.
Right, okay. Yeah, one thing I really love about the DT series is there's no animation lock or anything. Like, oftentimes, like in other games, you like only attack in the air, because you know your character doesn't get an animation lock when you attack in the air, but you do on the ground, and that's not something that DT does, and I appreciate it.
Right. Yeah.
Like, specifically in Castlevania, like, when you whip on the ground, you get locked. And,
Yeah.
but not when you...
Most games for normal human beings have animation locks on the ground.
Right. But like, so in the when you get things like that, you start doing things where I'm sure we've all done this, where you do the whole little jump attack thing. You do the little short hop and,
Yeah.
and attack, so you don't get locked in. Exactly. Yeah.
So that was a big.
And that's all people would do.
That
all-
was a big thing in what's it called, in Aria of Sorrow in particular. But since I started with Dawn of Sorrow, I was more of a fan of the backdash cancel, where you'd swing your sword and right before the arc ended, you'd backdash, hit them again, then jump up from the thing,
Right.
do a tiny little jump forward, and start the cycle over again. And that was my method of attacking quicker without getting locked down.
That works.
And everyone's like, Ilvo, that strategy doesn't exist. You made that up in your dumb, stupid mind. And I'm like, bitch. That's it. That's where the conversation ended.
So having some trouble with this platforming, you know, we'll get through it.
No, it's fine. You have two people talking in your ear. I normally have one, and it's someone who I can safely ignore when he's starting to annoy me.
Yeah, I have to listen to Zephyr's advice. You know, he's the creator of the game and all. Alright, watch out for this skeleton. You can't see because it's a gray spider in a gray background. There we go.
Because Zephyr makes good video game decisions sometimes.
Oh god, I love actually being able to use the sub-weapons. Because, you know, I sure couldn't on Nightmare.
A bit of rebalance went there for a new Nightmare, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't as bad with the daggers, but like, you just couldn't use holy waters, period. You just didn't have the hearts.
No. Yep. It was pretty bad. That wasn't well thought out. So one of the things I wish I would have done with this game is have when enemies, so every enemy has like an affiliation for like what game they come from, or like what world they're coming from.
Right.
In some sense, anyway. At least for the gates.
Well,
but they don't send. Yeah, and that's like basically like what the icon is going to be when you scan them. But it doesn't send that information to any projectile they fire. So like, so like, you know, if you get killed by those guys' axe, it doesn't. You don't know that you got killed by a Castlevania enemy.
Ah. Yeah, that'd be cool.
And I wish I would have done that. And I wanted to, and if I did, I would have been cool to keep track of like, you've been killed by Castlevania enemies this many times and X like that. Since this game, since I love useless stats.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy, do you?
Wow, I don't think anybody's ever seen that message from Claire.
I have. I saw it in Nightmare. Don't worry.
Yeah, I did
but
hear
you're
a lot
not.
of Nightmare too.
You're not the best. I'm just kidding. Man, I'm just gonna throw out that shade. If you're on the stream with Moogie,
so if I recall correctly, these types of messages where you would only have them show up after a certain number of deaths, those just stop around gates. I wanna say 5. Yes, 5.
That is true. You don't really see them later in the game.
Yeah, they don't show up too often.
At that point, Jerry and Claire are just over your shit. They don't even acknowledge you.
Yeah, LP. There was a thought of that, like having different enemy affiliation types damage each other. Oh, this part. Ooh, the double one.
Yeah, I actually have to figure out how to not tank this. Something no one's ever done on normal mode.
I'm pretty sure I did it, but I forgot how.
There we go.
Sorry.
Oh shit.
I was useful for a second and then became useless, so it's to preserve the sanctity of this stream.
You just gotta
sliding.
use slide.
Yeah.
I made fun of slide, but now it's actually like it has a point.
It has a point in what's it called? In the vault near the beginning.
Oh yeah, there's a room there that has a very difficult jump.
Not even. I think the springy chain, the chain ball, the chain made of chain balls.
Chain made of chain balls.
The mace.
Sure. No. Okay. You know what? It's 4 a.m. in the morning.
Are you drunk?
No. I get asked that a lot, believe it or not, and the answer is the same every time. I'm too much of a punk bitch to drink alcohol.
Well,
so I am very exhausted.
I've been in tired
4
states.
a.m. in the morning.
No worries, I can't stand the taste of basically any alcoholic beverage, so.
Hooray!
Not a fan of it myself.
Beverage bubbles.
Oh, that was almost there. The only thing I can stand is something called the Angry Orchard Cider. and it's only and there's very few places that make it right. There's like this bitter alcohol taste that's in most people who make or most places that make it. There's one place in downtown Austin.
This particular like thread the holy water for the Neil shot seems unnecessarily tight. Like hilariously so.
I've thought about moving like you won't see it on the tile set, but moving the
There we go. Oh. No, that didn't work.
the collision over.
Oh, I thought you said move the switch up. Like
Yeah, I've thought about moving the collision over a little bit. Like we're talking like 2 pixels. You wouldn't even just to assist the player there and helping that. But if not, some of there's times that's in the game.
The bone of doom.
Wow.
Ah, okay, you can't do that. It looks like. There we go. It only took me 50 years.
He got it. It's satisfying when it makes it in.
Yeah.
But you also have to make sure to not get your bump headed. Damn!
I mean, it's not that
Well,
impressive.
I don't know. I never did that normally. I'd always like cheese it with the double jump when I'd go back here because you have to go back here because it's the only gate where you have to go back here.
Yeah, like, was the reason behind that because you, like, have to backtrack in Castlevania, so you have to backtrack in the gate, too?
Yeah, you do. Yep.
Okay.
That's fine.
Makes sense.
Technically, you don't have to do it for too many things in Metroid, except for,
You don't have to do it for anything in
Except-
Metroid except the heart piece.
the heart piece in Norfair with the multitude of whatever the crab guys. Oh god.
They're not crabs, they're, like... And that's in Brinstar, not Norfair.
Hey.
We do this is the normal Moogie stream. We do some like really fake, you know, bullying to each other. We mean it in good spirit.
That's fine. Just remember, 4 AM.
I just remember too much about Metroid areas, don't mind me.
I will keep this John's close to my heart and closer to my soul.
My favorite thing is Slake saying that he doesn't like the Metroid gate and he doesn't like Metroid games very much. Yeah. So he's like, yeah, I guess you did a good job making that experience genuine.
Wait, was that Slikes that said that?
Yeah, so he doesn't like Metroid games very much. And so he's like, and I didn't really like the Metroid game or gate that much, so...
I mean, you have Brian who just thinks every game sucks. He's like, except for your game sucks.
Well, yeah, that's Brian. Yeah. But he keeps playing it, so he likes something.
No.
I forgot the sequence of this.
No, don't let him cow you into such basic think. You tricked him into thinking he liked something that he doesn't. That's the real narrative.
Is it? I don't know about that. Ooh.
It's more exciting.
I like this map right here.
Yeah, this map is great.
Gee, I wonder why. Yeah! I was so proud when I did this during my second playthrough of the game, the one that I actually streamed, and it only took me like 3 tries.
Nice.
So I didn't actually get the relatively common death message that I just saw happen to 30 seconds ago, Moogie.
Yeah, I've never not gotten that message. It's okay, it's a hard screen.
It is. Ooh. You got it. Yeah.
It's crazy, I love it.
There we go. Kind of blocking the screen with the text there, a common theme in the DT games.
Hashtag DT.
Okay, here's Dracula.
Oh!
Dracula is very Dracula-esque.
Yay!
AKA damn Dracula.
Wait.
He's not weak to holy water.
Why have I never noticed that the before thing says, "What is a man but a miserable piles of secret"? Why is this the first time I've noticed that? I thought I was correct the whole time, and now my life is a lie.
He changed it just to annoy you.
Zephyr has succeeded once again in bamboozling thousands of people. Tens of tens.
Yeah, 10,000 people play DT3, I'm sure. I actually am curious as like how many people have beaten the game total, because it can't be like that many.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish there was. If I had known how to do it back then, I would have tried to track some metrics.
Whoever went into your thing.
Yeah, well, or track metrics in the game. Let people opt in.
Oh yeah, like the fan game I played recently, I posted a lot about Ocean Princess. It actually had leaderboards and stuff. I think that would have.
I still think
that's cool.
That shit that you pull with Drac there, I still feel like that's the meanest shit. Where if you manage to push him below like a certain amount of health, he just regens up to the health he's supposed to be at for that phase.
So, no. So he regenerates a set amount of health regardless there. Like he always regenerates like the exact amount, like no matter what. Yeah, like so if you damage him during the health regen, that still counts. Like you're still going to be doing damage for that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
So, I wonder if Neil took advantage of that or not.
He probably.
I don't think we're quite at the
level. Why am I asking this?
I don't think that even happened in Neil's run. I'm pretty sure Neil got him before the health regen even kicked in.
Yeah.
Because
there's a secret Raocow room, for jumping in a pit.
Yeah.
Hey, at least there's a sign on the opposite end of the room.
I was so happy when he found that. Plus, it's just a really helpful room to have because plus 10 hearts is incredibly useful. Especially this early on.
I'm gonna get the dash in. I'm just waiting for that because I keep like actually pressing the dash buttons, expecting them to do something, and they don't.
So, fun fact: when I got to these two switches on Nightmare mode, I had Blessed Vessel equipped. I kept crashing into the walls. And I'm like, oh god, you can't do this with the Blessed Vessel equipped. It just skips past the switches.
You can't have Blessed Vessel by this point, though.
Yeah,
or unless
on Nightmare mode, you can.
Oh, right.
Oh, the new one. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the new one.
I mean, if you're playing Nightmare mode, you know how the game works. So.
Yeah. So
I had it equipped earlier, and I'm like, oh no, a thing that no normal person would find, and yet I'm encountering it. Ah!
Let's see what I can
Watch
actually
out.
buy at the moment.
You're gonna crash. Ah!
Blessed Vessel actually would be really useful.
Blessed Vessel, Heart Brace. Oh, I don't have enough. Okay, I'll come back for Heart Brace later.
So that
Rainbow Heart is really good too because
that pillar that you platform moved under, why is most of the middle of it breakable?
Because there's something there.
Because there's something there. That's why.
Oh yeah, I thought that was supposed to be a shortcut.
No.
But then I realized that it's actually impossible for me to get in there without taking damage, because I'm a smart boy.
Well, you gotta get the cheese. Nightmare cheese.
Yeah.
I mean, I did, I think. Yeah.
I like how there's still nothing in the game for getting 100% cheese.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean...
I can title...
I don't know.
Listen, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna title the screenshot...
The codes to debug mode.
True... I'll just title the screenshot True Cheese %. Not 100%. Cheese %.
Oh, it even says that in the game. It says cheese %.
Really?
But does it say that in lieu of 100%? That's the important part.
Oh wow, your damage with the hair whip only will bring them exactly to 0 HP.
Oh really?
Yeah. You're 122. Yeah, they were going down to 122 on the last hit.
So they are.
Yo, them doing that them doing the dash forward attack in that space is actually kind of bullshit.
It is. Like, I'm not sure if you can actually dodge it.
You this room, you can't.
No, you
have
can't.
You have to make sure that they swing at you.
Yeah, so you want to kill the one. So you can dodge it, but like
don't go far away from them.
So the one that you kill, you need to be close to the one that you're not attacking.
Okay, that makes sense. That's easy enough.
Oh. Yeah.
And you can also provoke them. So like one of the ways to provoke them to dashing towards you is to hit them when you're not close to them. So which means if you're using projectiles, you know what that means.
Right. Okay.
So you can goad them like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Do it from the left. No hit, no dash.
Well, he has to.
Yeah, I mean, I have to get that achievement, so no big deal.
The achievement is still not fixed, too. You can still grab that achievement.
With double jump?
No. There's ways to cheese that achievement and get it, where you don't actually have to do the full room.
Mmm.
Oh, shit.
Spicy.
Well, you still have to do the room, but you can get hit and still get the achievement. There's ways to do it.
Oh.
God, this is bad play.
Spicy squared.
Oh,
The
I
Medusa
didn't know
heads.
that Medusa heads were weak to elemental. I mean, I probably did at some point, but you don't really encounter them outside of this game.
Yeah, they take, what is it? Do they take triple from both,
No, they hit double
and?
from daggers and double from
They're
holy
gonna
water.
die from either one, either way.
Yeah, basically. I wanted the sub-weapons to just one-shot them.
Yeah, makes sense.
Ah, that axe.
That axed her right in the face.
Axe puns.
I like halfway expects Claire to like stay crouched when she throws daggers, but that is not the case.
That would change her dynamic so much, holy shit.
Yep.
I think there's a very good reason why the quote-unquote melee ability sets don't have unique actions for crouching for each character.
It would
That
allow you
seems
to do
very
some silly
intentional.
stuff.
Yeah, there are definitely reasons for that.
Oh shit. That went badly.
Oh no! Damn, Medusa head became your friend.
You have been noticed.
Well,
Yeah, the
I
senpai noticed me.
I noticed the Medusa head. Oh, that was that was a great jump right there.
So, DT headcanon, all Medusa heads, massive weebs. Probably watched a lot of Lucky Star, maybe some K-On!
People think my name is from K-On, but it's not. It's from Google's.
Yep, that's right.
That must have been during a time frame where people didn't hate them, how they sounded.
Kupo.
I started using this name when I was like 12, so...
Nice.
That's fine. I didn't have a name that didn't include part of my real name somehow until I was in high school. And even then, my older brother gave me that, like, accidentally, because we were playing WoW. I feel like I've said this on my stream multiple times, but the origin of the name Ilvocare is my older brother's in an English class learning Latin roots, and he just sort of mashed two things together, and he told me that Ilvocare in Latin meant to devour. That's just hot bullshit, though. It doesn't mean anything. But it sounded cool enough that I decided to keep it as my alias till the end of time. God damn it, Moogie!
I know.
Oh, you're so close.
So
but you got the item though,
yeah,
so
I got the item, so it's good.
it'll speed up that one segment.
Should have ducked.
Oh, right in the face.
Alright. My heart will go on in spirit because my body is fucking dead.
You leaving us?
You leaving us?
I will have to leave you for the
Nice
time
job.
being. I'm glad I was able to stay here for at least the first half of this video game.
I'm not gonna be playing that much longer anymore, so...
No,
I
that's
really just
fine.
wanted to show off the Zelda tiles.
Then we kept going.
Yeah.
It was very important to embarrass Quan.
Really, it really was. No, we love you, Claw.
We do.
Oof.
That's why I can say that you're a coward live on stream in the archives, and I'll know you'll see it.
I think I'm gonna play up until I get the dash and then call it a night.
That works. There it was. The achievement.
Yeah.
You did it!
Now I have to go back through the room.
Oh god, that's right. You're actually like legit stuck here until you do this.
Yeah. You can't teleport out or anything.
You can't do shit anymore.
But it's like easier going the other way, so...
Yeah. Especially since that one part with the
The axe guy.
yeah, that and this guy right or well, it's on screen where I'm looking the bone pillar, you don't have to go through the tunnel.
I forget, does the Panther skeleton take triple damage from Holy Wire?
I don't remember.
Shit. Come on. Okay, that Medusa hit's gonna live, because I couldn't hit her.
Also, confirmation,
Oh,
I am terrible at making conclusive goodbyes.
Yes, you are. But yeah, thanks for hanging around. Like, the reason I've been sitting in the voice channel is so anybody can come in, so I appreciate it.
No, it's fine. That's actually... You know what? I might start doing that on a couple of my streams. See what happens. I will see what happens.
So many Medusa hits.
Oh god!
So do these
almost
guys
had it.
actually spawn
You got
randomly
the
or not?
message twice!
The Medusa
You're
heads?
the real MVP, Moogie.
Yeah, the Medusa
No,
heads.
they spawn based on your Y coordinate.
Okay.
Of course. Have a good one, Mugman. You're
We
not
will.
a cuphead.
We'll see. Go get some sleeps.
I'll get some
Panthers take double damage from,
Ah, okay.
like, everybody remembers, like, these little tiny details of the games, but Zephyr's just like, oh, okay, whatever.
I don't remember every detail. A lot of things, but not everything.
There we go. Bad at hitting the Medusas with daggers. There we go. Ah!
Oh, you didn't jump, I see. Yeah.
Like, I've seen people complain about, like, not having the jump buffer thing in this game. Like, it makes for a lot of platforming that, like, wouldn't be able to exist if you did have it. Like, all this stuff with the platform here. Like, if you could actually, like, jump buffer, it'd be trivial to get through.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cool thing to have in some games.
I'm actually kind of leaning against being a fan of jump buffering because, like, it results in platforming that's, like, too precise for its own good. Like,
Right.
I don't know if you played The
What?
End Is Nigh or not, but that game has, like, very heavy jump buffering, and you have to make some really precise jumps in that, and it's just kind of gets old.
Yeah, you're talking about like when you run off a ledge and
Yeah,
you can
run
jump
out.
still a little bit. Yeah, so I don't like that because it leads to weird things where you're trying to run off a ledge, but you don't fall the frame that you fall, the frame that you're off the ledge. That's why I don't like it. To me, it actually leads to less precise things. Maybe that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, like, it leads to jumps that need to be precise, but, like, the actual way to do them is, like, not precise. I don't know, it's hard to explain.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But yeah, like, The End Is Nigh really abused that, and it kind of turned me off from the idea.
Oh no.
Like, I really wanted to like End Is Nigh, because, you know, I love Super Meat Boy, and it was the first platformer by Macmillan in, like, a long time, but I don't know, it felt But it feels like they didn't spend a long enough time in development with it, is what it is.
That's fair.
Because like later on in the game, especially, it feels like they kind of ran out of ideas, and like everything's just it's hard because you either have a limited amount of lives or you have a timer, and like the actual platforming is not that bad. To me, that feels like they just kind of ran out of ideas. Like oh, whatever, fuck it, the final area, you have lives. Good luck. And
Oh no, live systems do not make anything better.
no, they don't. And, like it really does feel like a crutch in that game, especially. I'm glad Odyssey got rid of live systems, because I mean, live in Mario.
Yes.
Why were they even there?
Yeah. I legit saw people complaining that, like, back before Odyssey came out,
Yeah.
that it didn't have lives. They're like, oh, how is the game gonna be hard? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, like, it's not like lives did anything in previous Mario
Yeah.
games. Like, in Super Mario 64, if you run out of lives, you know what happens? You go back outside the castle and have to walk back to the painting you were at. Like, wow.
Yeah.
That's so
why were there
meaningful.
lives? Yeah. And I'm like, they're like, oh, like, oh, then dying doesn't mean anything. I'm like, you go back to the previous checkpoint you're at, like you would in a live system. Like, what's the difference? Except that you don't have the stupid, oh fuck, I'm down to one live thing on those weird moments.
And then there's games like,
yeah.
games from like, that kind of sorted it away with lives, like Crash Bandicoot and Donkey Kong Country. Like, they have lives, but they also have like distinct levels and saves. So like, why did the lives exist there? It's always kind of confusing me. Like, they got halfway there and they just kept lives because it was like a tradition or whatever.
Right.
Oh god, you have to fight a bunch of these guys. Okay.
I think it's 3 sets.
Yeah, 3 sets.
I would recommend actually taking the axe dude out first, simply because of projectiles are the worst thing in this little spot.
There we go.
Oh, you went for it first
really,
anyway.
Whip bounce really helps. I like how there's this point in DT1 where like all the encounters stop respawning. Just before that, you like, didn't figure it out and never changed the previous ones.
Oh, you touched your toe.
But yeah, one thing I mentioned in like the Nightmare playthrough, I've always been impressed like how varied the different like encounters in DT are. Like all of them feel like distinct challenges, not like, hey, here's a bunch of enemies, fight them in a room.
Right. That is what DT1 did, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what DT1 did. But, yeah, like,
It was like it was enemy spam the game.
Yeah.
Like when it did that.
yeah, like you just sit there on pause and wait for them all to spawn.
I will never fix that, just because that's now the strat for things, and then just so.
And like, who wants to actually fight those rooms anyway? They're not really fun. I mean, some of them are kind of fun, but a lot of them are just like the ones in SDS are very bad.
Ugh.
All right. We're almost at 800 deaths already. Achilles mode does not fuck around.
Phantom skulls.
So do the Phantom Skulls like actually track Chow around? That's what the message here seems to imply.
No, they're saying that Chow is saying that they stole the way she moves.
Oh.
Like the way Chow tracks the player is the same way they track the player.
Oh, that makes sense.
Like there's a little bit of differences in the way Chow tracks, but like it's the same like movement style. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I always kind of wonder what was up with that message.
Yeah. One of the weird thing, or one of the things that Chow does, like if you're walking, Chow targets like a few tiles in front of you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, apparently some people actually turn Chow off, and that's just awful. Bad people.
She's part of the game. Yeah, she's one of the characters.
You have to cut the rope.
There's a big...
I assume that's a reference to you have to burn the rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very old reference there.
Yeah. Like, I'm assuming like a lot of people playing the game now won't even recognize what that reference... Oh, right. I didn't do that properly. Of course, there are older things in this game, like, you know, all the gates, etc.
Oh god. Well, like as far as like joke-wise, there's definitely some older ones.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you want old jokes, you go to DT1, which, you know, has like copters and everything. I actually kind of like unironically love the Rafflecopters because they're just like this relic of internet culture at this point. It's like, oh hey, I remember these. Oh god, these skulls.
Yeah, oh no, I love them.
Oh, and you've got the shoot de boot face.
God. I contemplated not having that simply because it has a racist background, and I was like nobody remembers it for that. Like, yeah, so I mean, I was okay with that.
It kind of outlasted its roots in that sense.
Right. You missed the pickup over where the chest was.
Oh.
There's
a pickup behind the mimic, huh?
Yeah, there is.
Well, we'll go back and get it. Fortunately, DT does not have lives. Oh god, could you imagine trying to beat like this game like at less than a certain amount of deaths?
Oh, gross, no. Like, it's a game like DT, like, it's about iteration.
Yeah.
Like, learning and iteration, so, like, screw that now.
Yeah, I really like the, like, whole, room setup, like, where it's each distinct screen is, like, its own little set of challenges.
Right,
and,
yeah.
And, like, clearly you balanced everything around that, so it works really well.
Right. That in the game just parades death around. Sometimes it wants you to die, and sometimes it just purposely kills you because, it's funny.
I mean, sometimes it teaches you things like the "what the dicks" little thing, like that's teaching you,
right?
Oh, hey, this is fake floor.
Yeah.
And I like that. Let's see. I always forget where stuff is hidden on these screens.
And the map you're in now, as far not the gem map. Oh wait, you're not even close to that. You're like a map or two away.
What's the point of that? What's the point of that moving block?
So when you throw the dagger, so you don't hit the line on the other one.
I did it in like the totally unintuitive method that you're not supposed to.
That's fine. I like how almost nobody these days does that the way I intended it.
Right. Like
everyone's like, nah, you don't need it like that. And plus the way like player objects despawn, it doesn't really work anyway.
Well, I can retry that. So. Yeah, like one of the cool things about DT3 is that you have so many options that you can approach a lot of puzzles in like whatever way you want.
Yeah.
Like in what is it?
Oh no.
The Subcon, I never realized that like you still had the Bomberman bombs. So I did the switch puzzle with charged shotgun ice, and it worked.
Oh man.
I think somebody else did that too. It's like surprising what you can do that it doesn't seem like you would be able to. This jump is tricky.
It's a very weird jump. You have to not do a full jump.
Yeah. How does the jump height work? Is it like how many frames you hold it, or is it like low jump, middle jump, high jump? I've never really noticed.
It's how many frames you hold it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh, here's where I was a dick and didn't let you get up there if you broke the block. Yeah. That I don't think should be in there. I should have had something that you could get to it.
Forcing a restart.
Yeah. Some of those little tiny things, they slip.
But again, it's not like a serious issue because this game, it's like whatever, you're gonna die a few times. Might as well get used to it. Oh shit, I forgot about this guy.
Ghost dancers are so trivial, but then on Achilles,
Yeah,
they are some of the scariest things. Yeah, because they're so erratic.
Oh god, I missed that. Oh, I should activate that. I love the anecdote behind their inclusion, like ghost dancers, by the way.
Yeah. Oh no. All the fumble. Oh man, 2 fumbles in a row. We've all been there.
Okay.
I was gonna say. Oh wow.
That was certainly a thing.
That was amazing. That was auto game over. Or skip game over screen. It was pretty great for that.
Yes, it was. Kill that skull.
So I was gonna say something earlier. This is referencing something that we talked about like a million years ago on this stream.
Yeah.
I think it was Ilvo that said something about how like, oh, that's weird how, or not weird, but like interesting how like that I would find, you know, things upsetting in my own game and I didn't change them. And I think and I forgot to say, like, I think what some people forget about is that like the developers are also players too. Like they're like they play a lot of video games and they, you know, we're playing the same game that everyone else is. So
yeah, like I think a lot of people like fail to understand that like even the like developers, you know, making these generic AAA games or whatever, they play games too. They like games. They're not like this monolithic corporation out to.
Right.
Because like a good friend of mine works for a AAA developer, the guys that make the Total War series. Like obviously I've known him for ages, and he's like
right.
a quote unquote actual gamer. And I think a lot of people forget that, like, the people making the games are players just like them. They wouldn't be making games if they didn't love the games.
Right. There's far more lucrative fields in the video game industry. If you know what you know to be able to make video games, you can go into another industry to make way more money and have a much easier life. Like, oh yeah. So, I mean, like, yeah, we have one in our chat all the time. What are you, Brian?
Oh yeah, Brian. He's a...
Yeah, he works over at Double Fine.
Yeah, and obviously he plays games. Like, he plays a lot
oh
of
yeah.
games. Brian has, you know, interesting opinions, but we still love him. Shit, I almost ran into that skeleton. I'm gonna get this, it's a heart piece, but still I'm gonna get it.
That was pretty close. Or, sorry, skeleton.
Man, right.
Oh, I gotta see this. Oh, that's lovely. He was waiting for you.
Yeah, he was... Wait, what hit me that time? Maybe I get to play a bone or something? Let's see.
Let's see. Wait, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, I got hit by a bone from the skeleton at the top right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see it.
Oh, and one thing that always bugged me, like, if Brian here, he'd call me out for nitpicking, but, like, the heart pieces in this game are a heart upgrades from Mega Man X, and in those games, they're not pieces, they're just full upgrades, and it's, like, something that's always, like, bothered me on some level. It's like, oh, this isn't a heart piece, this is a full heart. I mean, it's not like a big deal or anything, but it's something that I was noticing.
Right.
Like, I like, obviously I'm pretty familiar with a lot of the games you reference, so it's, you get the like very minor inconsistencies like that. Like when he's like, oh god, this is so wrong, why would you do this ever?
Yeah. I don't know, I just want to stick with Mega Man X tile, or sprite there.
That's how it was in DT1, so.
Yeah.
That AP level up. This room is actually kind of funny, you're not taking everything. Oh, let me upgrade my skills real quick. That sounds good. And we got the dash. I need to set up the dash controls. No, I have them set already. Well, I think that's going to be the stream for tonight. So,
cool.
I only intended to show off the Zelda titles, but we went pretty far, so thanks for joining me, Zephyr, and I guess I'll be streaming Achilles off and on. I don't really want to stream the whole thing, because there's going to be some stuff that's just grindy and whatever. But, you know, whenever,
for sure.
Whenever I feel like it. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks, Zephyr, and the stream is...